What's up, Martin?
What's up?
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
You good? I'm good. You got Luke Rockhold over here. How you doing, Luke? This is Paulie G with MMA Meltdown. And I'm at the booth right here with Martin Campman and Luke Rockhold. What's going on, guys? How's fight week treating you?
So far, so good, man.
The fans are after you. You got big lines and stuff?
Hello, subscribe to Paulie G.
UFC 184, Luke Rockhold versus Chris Weidman. Yup, I said it. I heard that this fight, there's a good chance that this fight's going to happen from insider information, so I'm putting it out there early. Luke Rockhold versus Chris Weidman. Vitor Belfort might fail his drug test, and who knows, other things might happen, but I think the UFC wants this fight. They want to put this fight in Los Angeles, and they want to give Luke Rockhold a chance to get the title after 3 wins in a row. He actually lost to Vitor Belfort in his first fight by head kick in the first round, so, you know, Vitor might deserve this shot over Luke Rockhold, but I hear that Luke Rockhold's getting the shot, and that's just the way, you know, UFC works. Sometimes things happen in the UFC, and, you know, Chris Weidman's just undefeated at this point. People really don't see any holes in the game of Chris Weidman. He's wonderful. He's great. He's done everything perfectly. He's beaten all his UFC opponents since coming in, and even before that. And, you know, the All-American Chris Weidman, he's got really heavy hands. He laid him on Lyoto Machida in his last fight at UFC 175, and really beat up Lyoto Machida a la GSP. We saw Lyoto Machida at the press conference. I was there at the post-fight press conference, and he was sitting there with the ice pack over his head. Looked a little bit like GSP. But, you know, in 2 fights before that, made a huge name for himself by dethroning the guy with all the superpowers, Anderson Silva, the great one. Really took him out. That's what he did. And then he really solidified his championship with his 5-round decision against Lyoto Machida. And just say Vitor Belfort isn't able to fight at UFC 175. What do you guys think about Luke Rockhold's chances here? He's got 3 wins in a row. He fought in Atlanta versus Costa Filippo at UFC Fight Night, and he gave him a kick to the body in the first round. Also beat Tim Bosch in the first round by a wicked inverted triangle, Kimura. And then recently, he submitted Michael Bisping with a 1-arm guillotine, but before that, he gave him a pretty vicious head kick right there on the cage. And, you know, Michael Bisping's one of the best at 185. He's always been. And he was no match for Luke Rockhold. Luke Rockhold really put him out, and he's done so with his last 3 opponents. And the thing is, all Luke Rockhold's fights have been fun in UFC. And if you look back, you know, that Jacare Souza fight really shows how good Rockhold is. And he's only getting better at 30 years old. My prediction is actually Luke Rockhold winning the fight. I think that if you look at his last few fights, supposedly he hasn't fought the ranked opponents like Chris Weidman has, the higher ranks, but look what he's done to him. I've never seen a 1-arm guillotine choke with a left arm in that position. You know, and kicking people in the body, Costa Filippo, he's pretty built. He doesn't go down in the first round like that. Really just embarrassed Costa Filippo. Same with Tim Bosch. We always thought Tim Bosch was really tough and sturdy. And Luke Rockhold proved that he's not for Rockhold. So in this fight, I see Luke Rockhold winning the stand-up. I think he'll get taken down, but somewhere along the line, I think he'll do something really heroic, really fast, a quick submission, or maybe just a blow to Weidman that Weidman can't handle. I'm leaning more towards a submission, but I think Luke Rockhold, even though he's been knocked out twice in his career, and Chris Weidman has done nothing but win, I think Luke Rockhold is the better man here, and I think, you know, he's not the better wrestler, but I think he's the better fighter at this point. Luke Rockhold for the win. I think it would be pandemonium, new champion, but I think that's what's going to happen. Let me know your opinions, guys, in the comments down below. Peace.
Hello, subscribe to Paulie G.
With a meltdown, and they didn't treat me too well over here, so I'm just making you guys a video from here. We got Martin Campman and Luke Rockhold signing autographs for the fans. there. And Martin, I guess they're promoting American Ethanol, and this is a bunch of the people who are going to be here. Luke Rockhold, Martin Cannon, Rashad Evans is coming, Kevin Gaslam, Stephen Miocic. So that's who's going to be at this booth. That's how Fight Week works. Anyway, this is Paulie G with the Meltdown, and hope you like this.